Greetings, critters. It's Fox here, and welcome to my Burrow of Thoughts, aka my channel, where we talk about everything spooky. And today will be a spooky book review of something I grabbed at my public library, which is The Long Weekend by Gilly Macmillan. So settle into your burrows because things are about to get... So a little bit about the plot of The Long Weekend by Gilly Macmillan. So a group of friends go for a weekend away. But when the wives arrive and find a note saying one of their husbands has been murdered, with no cell service, stuck in a storm, and no way to check on the well-being of their loved ones, the fun soon unravels into who's hiding what secret. My thoughts on The Long Weekend by Gilly Macmillan are a little bit mixed. I love her writing style, and I enjoy her twists that she usually does. This had a really good opening and it hooked me in. However, all of a sudden it just went into slow town. It was really weird. It had multiple points of perspective, but with no breakup, so it just jumped from person to person, making the reading experience jumpy and bumpy. So I didn't really enjoy that. It is very character focused, so they're very developed, and they all have something to whine about. None of these women are a happy people. I found that a little irksome. I get it, like, for the developmental purposes, it can't have sunny and bright lives. You need to have something hidden and secret. But I just found their incessant whining to be a bit of a lull for me in those parts. I did read it in 2 days, but mostly because I just wanted to get it over with. It was just super slow for me. There wasn't enough happening. There wasn't enough being unveiled and revealed for me to really get immersed in this story particularly. I love the isolated atmosphere, the way that she set the story in a barn with, you know, they're like an Airbnb. How they're out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a storm, and things are not going their way. I loved that part. The atmosphere was great. It was isolated. It gave this hopeless feeling. But the words just didn't carry it through. What happened in the book wasn't enough for me for the beginning to even make sense in this one. And the twist, the ending, was just mediocre in my opinion for Gilly Macmillan. I expect more, and I'm sorry to say that. Like, she writes a lot of my favorite thriller books, so this may not be her best work, but you may not be able to see it, but above, I have many Gilly Macmillan books that I could recommend, such as The Nanny, really good book. The Long Weekend, just, it wasn't for me. So that all being said, I am rating this 2 tails out of 5. Not her best work. It's not terrible. It's just not that good either. Sorry to say that, because like I said, I love Gilly Macmillan, but this book just lacked luster that she usually has in her work. So again, 2 tails out of 5. Well, critters, that's all from this Den of Frights today. Thank you so much for being here and watching. Your support means the whole wide and wild wilderness to me. It really does. Thank you again, critters. And until next time, stay cozy, stay spooky.